Jacob
If
dies. Fucking knew
okay,
it, mate.
well, if you can't read, there's gonna be spoilers in this video. So if you haven't watched the later seasons of Stranger Things, do not watch this video.
Yeah, all just
So
would.
season 4, I'm just gonna say it. It lived up to the hype. Uh, for once, a series did not die off after the third season.
Yeah, I think they did well with Stranger Things.
Yeah, honestly, I thought it was gonna end up being like most series. They start to get really predictable, and
Yeah.
like I thought it was because they were doing that same thing that Stranger Things did every season, where they split the main characters into groups, and each of them start doing like their own story, and then
Oh
at the
yeah.
end they all merge. But this time they sort of merged, but they didn't come together. Like they were still in friggin' different cities at the end.
Yeah, they only came together like basically at the end of the thing.
Yeah, yeah. Like it wasn't where they like all meet up, you know. And I thought it was gonna be predictable. Like I was like, oh, okay, uh, Eleven's gonna come in at the end. She's gonna scream. She's gonna fly away. Everyone's gonna be saved. But nah, everyone was not saved. I
No,
I don't know. What did you think of it? What did you think of it?
I thought the season was very like. I think they needed to make a difference. Apologize for that.
Well, that was different.
Did not know my phone is on.
I like how there was an instant apology. Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry for that, man.
Yeah, I thought my phone was on silent. Anyway, yeah, I thought they needed to do something different, and that whole bringing in Vecna thing, and the way that they had it that he was basically there from the start, and
Yeah,
they show you that they've given hints, and you just not really clocked it.
yeah,
I thought it was really good that they did that. So I was actually really impressed with the season. I thought it was really good, and I think season 5 will be it. Like I don't know if it's going to be that great because they kind of like they're going in one direction now. Like they've stepped into it. So
yeah,
now it's just about the execution. If they can execute it well, it would be great.
yeah.
Because
Because like the last seasons, it's kind of been building into like
yeah,
what the other world is, and now
yeah,
this is like more confirmed, and especially since we know who the villain is gonna be in the fifth season.
yeah.
Every other season, they've defeated whatever it was, or sealed whatever portal, and this time we actually know who the big bad is. So it's gonna be very different going in there.
100%. Also, it's like what makes it different to other seasons is other season it's kind of like the problems there, but they don't really have to deal with it because
Yeah,
they can like take time to chill a little bit, and you get that little bit of like other different like scenes where you get like the character building. But now it's kind of like the upside down is already
yeah.
there,
So it's like they don't have to.
so it's like you can't really just like I will chill because the problem is in front of them now.
Yeah, that is very true. One
So it'll be
thing,
interesting how they handle that.
how do you know? I just like them building on stuff. Like they had a lot of scenes that just like built up, like especially to like that mid season break. I don't even know if it counts as mid season, but well, with the length of the last two episodes, it's basically mid season. Yeah, dude, like
Essentially, it
the
was.
way they built up to that, like I like that. I like that. Uh, the the new characters they introduced. Yes, dude. I felt like those bullies were a bit over the top, like
Yeah,
a little bit.
especially the fucking the basketball captain.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah,
I,
he was kind of like
it
he got like really over the top.
I feel like they tried to do too much with his character though, because you could see they tried to make him a like they tried to show his perspective, like he was doing it for like a just reason.
Yeah,
Because every time the camera would go to him, he'd have like this look, like like he's grieving,
yeah.
But then he also went like a bit hectic. I was gonna say like, oh, it's unrealistic, but then I was like, oh wait, it's America. When
Yeah,
they went to the war zone shop thing, and I
yeah.
was like, oh, that's a bit hectic. But then I'm like, nah, like legit. If it happened in like current times, they would still protest to own guns there. Well, I mean, they still do. I was
Cool.
like,
Good.
okay, well, I guess that's realistic enough.
I mean,
See,
I think they are working on their gun law thing now, but I mean, that's not what we're talking about.
yeah, yeah. uh, dude, but I don't know. I mean, past seasons, they've had bullies and stuff, but like it wasn't this hectic. Us.
You know which bully I think was the best was that the Max's brother, because
Oh
they played his
yes,
character
so
quite well.
well. I mean, they still playing his character.
I think it was the whole thing was like he not only did he bully Max, but he kind of bullied like Steve and
Yeah,
all of like the whole group in a different kind of way, and it kind of
yeah,
led like, oh, he's such an asshole, but it also led to him being like, what, like, was he Vecna's like puppet or something like that
yeah,
towards the
yeah, yeah.
end?
He was
Yeah,
like taken over.
yeah. So he
Yeah,
kind of like, and then how they get you like at the end to feel sorry for him, and they're, like, ah,
yeah.
he's not, maybe he's not that bad, but he was literally a dick the whole season.
Yeah, no, they've used the characters well. Yeah, the bullies here were kind of meh, but I mean they even killed that guy off as well. At the end, yeah.
Which was like, I don't like, I don't think he would have been anything in the series,
Yeah,
but that was just like kind of like, dude, do we have to do that?
yeah. I mean, he was one of the most gruesome deaths because, like, sure, the
Yeah,
others got like their bones got crushed and their eyes got pulled in, but he got ripped in half. Like,
and you're still alive. He was like,
yeah,
ah.
yeah. I mean, the other ones they were like, Vecna was absorbing them. He just full on got ripped in half, and they're like, "Well, yeah, that's how he dies."
It will be interesting to see what happens with Max because she's in the hospital.
Dude, you know what's deep
She's
about that? I actually think she's gone. Cause think about it. 11 goes into someone's mind, right?
yeah.
When she went into her mind, it was empty.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that the reason that 11 was so depressed at the end there was she's realized that she's basically a vegetable. Like she brought her back to life, but she's not in there. It's like just
Yeah.
like an empty shell.
Well, think about it. If she came back to life in a way, then that would kind of mean that Vecna's sacrifice didn't actually work.
Yeah, like
So
I
that's what
thought.
I thought was gonna
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, same, dude. I was like, oh, they actually kill people. I did not predict that. And then when
Yeah.
she started like using her powers, I was like, they're gonna freaking Dragon Ball it, use
Yeah,
a magic wish, undo everything.
at first I was like, oh, don't tell me it's gonna be like she gets a raise, and then all of a sudden, just everything gets closed up again. And I'd be like, that's that would kind of like, in a way, be like, this has kind of been done before, you know?
Yeah.
And then they make you think that, and then it's just like 2 years or 2 weeks later or something like that,
Yeah.
or 2 days or something like that, and then it's like, oh, that nothing changed. Okay,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
still fucked up. The whole situation is still fucked up.
Yeah. Nah, I was expecting that. Yeah, see, I kind of liked how far apart the stories were this time. I mean that whole what's it KGB prison thing.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that sound was very good. I really
yeah,
enjoyed
I,
that
I
tone.
I actually liked that quite a lot. So I was like, yo, that's kind of hectic.
I kind of liked how it like in a weird way everything did connect. Like
Yeah,
even though they were like in Russia and they were in America, it's the shit's still connected.
yeah. Well, it just goes to I think they kind of like showed that it's so much bigger because
Yeah,
previously they were like, oh, it's just Hawkins, you know, but now it shows that like the portals and that whole underworld is everywhere. You know, it's
yeah.
not just one, so it's just, like much bigger. So I think that season 5 is gonna be like they keep saying, oh, 11 saved the world, but she kind of saved that town, and I think the
Yeah.
fifth season could be like because now that town's basically gone, like it's been ripped.
Well, I think it's what like Vecna said. He was going to reshape that town, Hawkins. So this is kind of like it's cracked open, and you could probably see the Upside Down come through in season 5, and they'll probably make it like, oh, 11 has to kind of
Ah,
try and fix that
yeah,
in a
they might
way.
do something like
But
that.
what I do like is like because if you watched all the other seasons, she always did somehow fix the problem.
Yeah,
And this season, she was like, "Yeah, I can't fix this."
yeah, but to also be honest, in every other season, she also somehow caused the problem,
Oh,
and
that's true. Yeah,
and
that's true.
now she's basically she's the first one who ever sent something across to that world. So yeah, she's basically like the creator of those worlds being joined.
Yeah, didn't Vecna say in a way she didn't kill him, she created him what he is today.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hectic, bro.
I think the season was pretty good. I'm more interested to see what they're gonna do with this season, just because, and I do feel it will be the final season. I can't see them doing
Oh
more.
no, they've said it's gonna
Have
be
they
the
announced
final
it?
season.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I didn't know that.
yeah. No, they did announce that. They announced it before this last 2 episodes came out. They were like, no, there's only gonna be one more season. But they also said this is the last season of the story of 11 and
So
Hawkins.
they could do.
So I think that they probably gonna make another series in that universe, just not the story, not these characters.
See, the one thing I don't like about that, like that when they do things like that, is because they're probably going to get another bunch of kids then, right?
Yeah, another bunch of young kids.
I don't know. I feel like this group worked really well, and I feel like every time they do stuff like this, that second group of kids, it's just a fuck up. I don't know. They don't hit as well as what the first group did. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
There's so many series that they've done that they're like, oh no, we're gonna go and get a different group of kids, and it's gonna be
yeah.
the
The
same thing,
the
and then
thing
it's like,
is, I hate
it's not that great.
I hate that like movies are all going that way where they're like, okay, we're gonna do an action movie or we're gonna do the superhero movie, but we're gonna do a mainly kids cast.
Yeah,
And I don't know. In recent years, they've been going a lot into that because there's been so much of like instead of just original ideas, it's more remakes and series of movies instead of just one good movie, you know? So they basically like, okay, well, if we get these actors young, we can sign them off for like 3 or 4 movies. So
Yeah.
they kind of like plan like this whole lot of movies instead of like seeing if the first one works.
Back onto Stranger Things. Do you think
Yeah.
that girlfriend of what's the guy's name again? Dustin.
Oh,
Is gonna
Susie,
come.
Susie.
Yeah. Do you think we're gonna see more of her? Because it was a bit of a surprise that she came. Like, they went to go see her. I didn't really expect that, but Dustin's never met her. Which is weird if you think about it. His friends have met her, but he's never
Yeah,
met her.
that is weird. Uh, I think it could happen because she's basically meant to be like this tech genius, but
Yeah.
at the same time they also didn't like include her like they didn't clue her up into what was like going on. You know, they basically are like, oh, it's a game, we're trying to win and Nintendo or whatever. If you
Uh,
remember.
uh, that's true. I do also feel like for them it's such a long thing to talk about. To catch someone up on it, and you're in a
Yeah, yeah.
rush.
I noticed
So
they permanently avoid that because whenever these characters meet up, they're like, "Ah, don't worry, I'll fill you in later."
yeah, so they kind of like, we got shit to do. We're just gonna tell you this, okay?
You know who they need? They need that guy from Ant-Man to tell the story.
Oh,
He would sort them out one time. Uh, that is very true though. But I don't know. I think if we do see her, it's gonna be like the season where it's like this brief encounter, and it's probably gonna her sister or whatever will probably be there for that other guy who's permanently high.
oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that high guy.
Yeah, the sister will probably come with her, and it will be that whole like romance thing.
Yeah, or they're gonna do like an interaction over the phone or something.
Oh, one of
Cause
those
yeah,
like
cause
the
I'm not
kind
gonna
of
lie,
box.
they drove a long ass time to get to her. So.
Yeah, she apparently does stay quite far.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't get the states when I was watching. That part didn't really interest me.
yeah. I didn't either. The thing is, she's not like vital to the main story, so it's like
No, it's just kind of like that chick that does the mid of the summer. That's kind of like
yeah,
her thing.
yeah. So I don't think she's gonna be a major thing in the series. Uh,
What did you think of the fight scene between
actually, that's one
Vecna?
thing I don't like about Stranger Things. The fight scenes is always 11 just like she'll fail and then she screams and then she's won.
Throwing a fit? She gets what she wants.
I mean, it happens every season. Like there'll be this in between times where she uses her power and does like a great feat, but you know, like I thought it would be a proper fight now that she's got her full powers back. Like
Yeah.
you know when Vecna picked up all those wooden stakes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I thought it would be like a telepathic fight, you know, like she would block them, she'd throw her own stuff, but now she just screams and then he gets thrown back. Uh, I don't know. I feel like that's one thing, but I will say that their storytelling makes up for the fight scene.
I think their defense it would be like that. They'll kind of be like, "Yo, well, it's not a Marvel movie, guys.
Yeah,
Don't
that
expect
is true as
this."
well. I mean, these are the only like people with those powers in that series, so it's like
Yeah,
they kind of have full authority to say what they can do and what they can't. Yes.
and it is more like what telepathic kind of stuff. Like, is that the correct power? they got the
Yeah,
power wrong. It's
yeah,
like it's all your mind and shit like that.
yeah.
The powers aren't like this high and mighty powers.
Yeah. Well, to the other side, uh, both Vecna and Eleven weren't physically there when they fought.
Oh yeah,
'Cause they were all fighting in her mind, in Max's mind.
do you think that could have also fucked the mind up?
It could have actually, because I mean, imagine two superpowered beings fighting inside your head while,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, obviously it was the solid Vecna thing because he basically does sacrifice her. So that
I was kind of surprised that they like hurt her so much. Like I thought they were gonna stop her before the end, but nah, they were like
yeah,
broken
I thought
arm,
her,
broken leg, eyes. I was like, yes.
I thought she was just gonna have like a broken arm and maybe the leg, and they'd be like, oh, she's alright.
Yeah,
But then it was like, nah, she fucked up.
yeah, nah, that was hectic. They kind of made it really deep though, because they were like she's basically depressed and like
Yeah,
messed up from her brother dying, and then they just the way they told the story with her was hectic. Even at the end, she was like, "Oh, I'm not ready to die." Shit, yes. I was like, "Yo, it went heavy there."
I think in a way it would kind of be like the reason why they just chose to like fully go for like Max like that is the whole thing is like Vecna's going after one of them.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like if one of them don't die, it kind of doesn't really work with the future of the project if you think about it.
yeah, yeah,
And because Max was kind of already marked, it's like even she says it's easier if I go and let him see me because I'm marked. You know,
yeah. Instead of them looking for some random person,
yeah,
and also it's a much bigger scene if a character gets fucked up compared to some random character they just introduced.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did one of the basketball players die?
Uh, uh, uh,
So I remember
oh
he got
yeah,
yeah
yes.
yeah
Wasn't his nose bleeding? Yes,
yeah.
yes. He
Did
died
he
in the
die?
lake. Yes, in the
Oh
lake.
yes, he died. He did.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna say, how did that other guy not like
yeah,
realize it wasn't the other dude? But then I remember he was in the lake and he basically just said he used his powers,
yeah.
so to
His
say,
cult powers to lift him up
to,
in the
to
air.
lift him up and kill him. Yeah,
Well, to be fair, he doesn't know what's going on, so like nobody's gonna be like, oh well, there's another world, there's this being attacking people. Yeah, I guess a cult is more believable. Eh,
yeah. Especially like those times, you think about the
yeah,
like classic days.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm excited for season 5. I think if they keep going the way they have been, I think it should be really good. And I'm glad that they're ending it because at least we're gonna, get a completed story and not a cancel story because it's died off, or a Walking Dead situation where it becomes too boring to watch and then it gets good and then it gets too boring to watch again, and then
I mean,
eventually you just don't
I
care.
still haven't watched the final season yet.
Yeah,
But
apparently,
season
Afani is still
10.
watching it, and he says it's getting good again.
I mean, I feel like it was with Walking Dead. They should have ended it a long time ago,
They should
which
have
is
ended on like season 6, maybe
which
even
comes to a
7.
point where this is kind of the perfect time. Like they
Yeah,
have confirmed it to end it. It's like okay, season 5.
no, and
Not really much to do, so let's just end it.
especially since it's gonna be like a closed story, like story that's meant to end, not where they're like, oh, let's milk this. someone write
Yeah.
write something up, you know. Yeah, no, it's good to have a closed story.
I am interested if they are gonna do something else. What are they gonna do? You know, are they gonna do a different town and
You know what they could
or
do? They
something different, like totally different, like
they
kind of
could
like it's in the Stranger Things universe, but it's just kind of like what happened with 11 didn't like it doesn't. It's not in this
yeah.
universe. We're gonna go for a different
What they
kind of
would
thing.
probably do is put like small references, you know, like yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that situation that happened in Hawkins all those years back or something, you know.
I think they will do something like that. Like I think it will eventually in season 5 will be a happy ending, and then probably this new season will either be the past or
Before
the
that,
future.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would be excited if they make a series that's a similar genre but more with an older cast of people who are like looking in to like basically a scientific background into that other world, if you know what I mean, like trying to figure out what these things are and like what that mist is, and then as they figure it out, uh they have to like fight these creatures or stop them from escaping or something along those lines, you know. Yeah, just like a series that explores more into the other world, but not like, oh, the world's here, we have to close it, we have to save the world, less of like we have to end it now, and more of like,
Yeah.
what
Let's
is
figure
this?
out
Yeah.
kind of what's going on here instead of immediately just we need to stop this.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty good.
It'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see what they do. Is there
Yeah.
any other strong topics that happened in there? Oh, what did you think of the Steve thing,
Oh,
or Steve
yeah.
and Nancy thing? Because it kind of like it seems like they're gonna bring it back, but then they kind of take it away at the end again. But it's a
Yeah,
bit
but the thing
awkward.
is, I think there's something big's gonna happen there in the next season, because if you remember the first part of the season, her boyfriend, Will's brother, he, remember in the beginning of the season, he was already like, oh, it feels like, we're going apart, and then he also said he didn't apply to her college that they wanted to go to together, and
No, I don't
then
think he did. Did he not get in though? I
no, no,
thought he did get in.
I don't know. No, no, he applied to another college or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then at the end, you could see that he was lying, and he was like,
Yeah.
no, I didn't get a letter yet." So I don't know. I feel like they could. Uh, I don't know, dude. I feel like they could. They're planning something.
Yeah. I mean, like straight up the back, it was kind of like the reason she leaves Steve is because he's a douche.
Yeah, but now
But then
he.
he becomes like so likable and he's changed so much, where it's like, oh, okay, now he's kind of like what she wants in a
Yeah,
boyfriend. It's like he wasn't what she wanted, and now he's changed completely, and it's like, yep, that's what I want.
yeah, yeah,
In a way, that's kind of how it is.
yeah. That's the way they played it out. What you think of the guy who got blamed for everything? That guy's character.
I thought he was a cool character. I just think it was very unnecessary that he he went and killed himself.
Yeah, he didn't have to distract them
No,
that much.
like that. Because I was also trying to think of the scenarios where
But
with
you
the
you know what I think they tried to do? I think they tried to avoid the issue of them clearing his name, because now it closed the story really easily for them. Because now they can blame everything on that guy and be like, those killings were part of a cult. Yeah, that's what the news report said, and
yeah.
and now they don't have to explain to the community or make like a story up as to why those killings happen.
Didn't it happen with? I might be thinking of another series where. Oh, I'm thinking of 11 Ways. Is it 11 Ways to Die? No, there's 13 Reasons Why. 13
Oh
Reasons Why.
yeah, that's
Where the guy dies and they just like he dies in the prison and they were just like let's just pin everything on him because he can't defend himself. And then it's kind of like that situation where it's like, yes, he did die helping us, but to get everything off our backs, let's just kind of be like, yeah, it was him.
I think they definitely did that as an easy way to close the story, because it's like how Dustin explained to his father, like, oh, he died saving us. Like, are you saying his father just gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, he died saving us, but it's like
that also was a really like kind of a weird conversation because he's like, your son died a hero. He's
it's like but what did he do?
But what did he do? You didn't ask him like did he save you when the because I thought he was gonna be like, oh, when the thing split apart,
he fell in or
something. He saved me and he fell in because that seems a believable excuse. But he was just like he saved all of us. He saved this whole town.
Instead of like, why didn't you report it? Why did you wait till now to tell me? Why?
It was a bit of a weird like.
It's like
okay.
I'm just gonna accept. I'm not gonna ask where he died, how he died, what he did. Just thanks for the chain.
I mean, that's just confirmation that he is fucking dead. But it was like, it was just really like,
it was really.
You could have came up with a little bit of a better
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit far fetched.
I like that they haven't killed off in any season the Demigorgons because I think they've been in every single season.
Yeah, they have.
Even if it was just briefly.
Yeah, they actually played a big part in this
one. Yeah, this one they were because they were part of all those experiments and everything.
Yeah, and they basically saved them at the end because they absorbed that mist or whatever, and they were linked.
Yeah,
they weakened Vecna at the end.
God damn it!
I kind of saw that coming because before they had like all that we've lost those brothers' mother, I forget her name. She looked at that.
I didn't know her actress name. Willow Ryder.
Yeah, she.
I didn't know the actress name.
That's kind of weird.
I don't know why, but I only know the actor's name.
Yeah, before all that happened, she literally looks at the wall and sees one of those electrocution holes, and I'm like, well, she's gonna go save him. But yeah, it wasn't predictable. Like, sure, 1 or 2 parts, but like most series nowadays are very predictable.
Yeah.
So I think it was good. Excited for season 5, and now we wait 2 years or something.
Yeah, I think it'll roughly be about 2 years. They'll take a bit of a break because they've been filming this for a very long time.
Yeah.
Because of COVID and everything really ruined their filming. So yeah, but I think now that everything's kind of like opening up a little bit,
they definitely taking breaks. Because if you remember, wasn't 11 in like Godzilla or something?
She's in a few things.
Yeah.
Even so obviously one of the other characters, I can't remember who it is. It's either Will or the other guy. The other guy did Ghostbusters. I think it is that Will. I think he did another series or something like that. Also, so
what's it called? And Hobbs was in Black Widow.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So obviously if they have time to film other projects, then obviously they're not filming like immediately. They're obviously taking a break.
No, I think it'll be about a year and a half, 2 years, like you said.
Yeah, and if they are planning to end it, which they said they are, they'll probably take extra time on the final season, seeing as that's gonna close off their whole story.
This should be the biggest project, and considering that most of the scene is going to be like an uphill,
Well,
like with upside
yeah.
down, it's going to take a lot of editing also. So it will take probably a long.
Yeah, well, do you know
Every scene they gotta
Vecna
work.
wasn't CGI?
No, it's fucking. Well, I can't remember what they call it, but it's like
They did the makeup for him.
yeah. A lot of movies actually do that. Eh?
Yeah,
It's just the people that
yeah. They tuned it took like what over 7 hours or something to apply all that makeup.
apparently it's a long process. I mean, I think the one guy who did a video where he got interviewed and he was like, it wasn't from Stranger Things, it was something else. And he was like, no, sometimes he has to walk around like that the whole day because he can't really do anything. He can't take it off because it wastes so much time for the producers and
That's
shit.
hectic.
Because then they have to redo everything if he has to go do something. So he has like really strict rules once they pop that shit on.
Yeah, so that means they would have had to have like done a lot of different scenes with Vecna like initially, like as soon as he did the makeup.
Yeah. As soon as they put that on there, basically, like I film immediately.
Yeah, we doing all these scenes.
Yeah.
I think the actor for Vecna was quite decent.
It's pretty decent actor.
But I see what they did. They didn't let him speak too much in the first half or in the first part, so that you would have no idea who he was. Because
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
notice in the last 2 episodes, he spoke a lot.
yeah. I think it was more that thing of like, it's very easy to figure out who he is once you kind of like picture, get the full look, and you're like, why do they keep showing this guy talking to 11? But they do kind of like hold that information, like just for in case for the people that didn't clock it immediately. It's like, oh shit, he's number one, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Another thing is like they did very well like in the beginning to make it look like 11 was the one who killed all those kids.
Yeah,
When he
they
goes,
did. I was like, yo.
it's like, what did you do? You know, it's like, oh shit.
Also in the same point of mind, like the whole thing was like, oh, 11 is a killer, and that's why it's like affecting her. But then after she gets her powers back, she's like, if you don't let me go, I'll kill you. And then she like kills the soldiers in the helicopter. She looks at Vecna and she's like, I'll kill you if you hurt her. And I'm like, yes, she's killing everyone.
Take a little taste of blood and then she's fucking crazy.
I like how the whole thing is like, oh, I'm actually innocent. I didn't kill those kids. And then it's like, well, now I can kill people and not feel bad.
Oh yeah, it's because she lost her memory, so she truly did believe it was her.
Yeah, and
I forgot about that. Yeah,
and that was affecting her because after like that whole ice rink thing, she was torn because she was like, you know, am I the hero?
Yeah.
And then after that, she's like, well, I am the hero. I'm gonna kill everyone.
I'm not gonna lie. With the Will and I keep forgetting the guy that's into
11. Yeah,
11. I can't remember his character's name.
Yeah, I can't either.
You know the one stage where he's like Will is talking to him, and then he cries.
Yeah.
I honestly thought they were going for some sort of other arc with the relationship there. I was like, wait, is this gonna be something where like Will's like into him? Is that what they're trying to do?
I think they were trying to do that, bro.
Did you also get that feeling? Like I get this feeling where it's like he's
they
into
are.
him.
No, I think they are because that's why his brother had to like console him, because because he kept looking at 11 and whatever his name is,
See, I first thought in the beginning it was because he's lost that friendship with them, and he says that in when he gets back. I think it's in season 2 that he's like, oh, I don't, you guys will have
I
these
think it's
bonds,
a
and I don't
thing
have
because
that
I did
bond.
see a meme where they said he was a bisexual or something, like his character.
Oh, his character.
I,
I'm not
I
sure what in real life.
yeah, I don't know either, but
Yeah,
I don't care if he is or not.
yeah, yeah.
All I can say
I don't know what
is
they're
all
doing.
I can say for a fact is they did him so dirty with that bowl haircut. Dude, they did him so dirty with that haircut, bro. Everyone else has normal haircuts. Why
Well,
is
I mean,
his haircut like that?
the other guy has got the curly hair, right?
Yeah,
Dustin. But that's his natural hair. But
yeah,
also back in the day, that was how people wore their hair. So for Dustin, it's kind of like he just pitches up.
yeah,
The other guy, he likes his hair long. That
yeah,
was a cut back in the day, and he's just like, yeah, I want my hair like that, so it's cool. Then the other guy, I mean, he did his hair up,
yeah.
so
Apparently,
it's kind of
Eleven
like,
just has a bold look, but uh,
yeah.
uh,
I think her and Will probably get the most dirty because she's probably like, "Can I grow my hair?" And they're like, "No."
I like how this time they were like, we won't make you completely bald, but we will put it like a number one, number two. All right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a fade. What? Okay, no fade, no fade. Fine. You just lost your fade privileges.
Yeah, no, his haircut they did dirty because that's not even a style back then. Nobody else has it. There was an entire school there. No one in that school had that haircut.
I rate all the other the what do they call them background
Yeah.
costs. They were like, fuck no. I don't get paid for that. Not a chance. They're like, sorry,
No,
man, you're main character. We want this haircut.
I
It's,
get that they were trying to
he
make
probably
it
had it as like season 1 where they were kind of
yeah,
still a
yeah.
bit young.
Yeah,
He probably did have that
it's
haircut
like I
or
understand
something
if they want to
similar.
keep the characters similar, but it's the same actor. We're not gonna get confused. uh, yeah, no. What's it called? I literally saw a meme about that scene as well, and people were like, "Oh, I thought he was in love with 11," and then someone else was like, "Nah, it was that other guy," and then the other people were like, "Nah, wasn't he in love with 11 in season one?" And then someone else replied, "Bruh, he was missing for the entire season. You didn't even
Yeah,
know who
he wasn't
11
even
was."
there.
But it's kind of he's gonna be another big character because he did you see he was linked with Vecna at the
He's
end?
always been linked with
Yeah,
that. He said I think season 1 obviously it's obvious he's on the
yeah,
other side. Season 2 when he gets back he tells you it's just like he still has a connection.
yeah. I'm gonna make a big shout here, but I think he could go down in season five. Like he
No
might
way, he
sacrifice
did.
himself, bruh. Because they made like when they saw those experiments in Russia, and they saw that mist, they made a there was a flashback to where a Will was like absorbing that mist from
Oh yeah.
season one, and I'm like, why would they show that flashback? And then at the end, he could feel that thing like linked to the back of his neck.
Yeah,
So
there's like a chill
I'm
thing
think
to yes.
I, I'm gonna make a shout here that there's gonna be a point in season five towards the end where 11 can sever the link to that other world, and she has to cut everything that's linked, including Will. So I think that Will would then be like, well, I'll go to the other side.
Uh,
I don't know. It's like an
oh, okay.
idea that could
I
happen.
kind of get like it's like the only way to stop everything is to throw everything back, and
Yeah,
because he's connected, it's like you have to
yeah.
go there. So it's like
It's and then everyone's
that's
gonna
a pretty good shot because I didn't even
yeah.
think of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a pretty good shot.
I think that could happen. I'm just throwing it out there as a theory.
season 5 comes out and nothing happens like that. He's like, oh, okay.
There's me deleting the video.
You'll never find the evidence.
Next day, you upload the same video. You had a backup copy.
Well, I mean, if season 5 comes out, then you can just like reference this video and be like, see, I had it right.
Yeah.
I got it right, people.
Yeah. And then I'll be that guy for inside info, you know?
I'm just saying, I called it years ago. Like, get good, kid.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think that's about it. I think I'm excited for it. It's gonna be a long ass wait, but I'm sure there'll be some other series to keep us occupied till then.
I mean, Disney's making a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking this series. It's pretty decent. I like that they're not like forcing mainstream stuff to like milk out the money, but they're actually making new characters and I like Moon Knight. I think that was really good. It's like a totally different story. It was almost completely in a different like universe in a way because all those gods were not in any other Marvel movie or series, you know?
Apparently,
like an untouched world.
There's a link between those gods in the Thor movie. Apparently, the director of this of the Moonlight helped the director of the Thor movie get a bit of a more of an insight on how those characters are actually supposed to be perceived, those gods, so that they can make the universe more accurate. I read it today, so I think the Thor movie will be probably the best Marvel movie this year. That it's gonna get released. I don't know what other ones are gonna come out. Shit.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a lot like Ragnarok, because it's the same director, from what I heard. So it's gonna be I don't know. Ragnarok wasn't like massive on story. It was more like it was this like comedic action.
Yeah, this one is though heavily based on story, with especially with Thor.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they gonna make Jane a Thor or get his powers, considering that they.
Would like to know how she got it, because I'm trying to stay away from shit like that because I don't want to know how she got it.
Yeah, I've been staying away from memes because I know in one of the old movies, the second one or whatever, wasn't one of the Infinity Stones in her or something, and that's why he had to take her to his world or whatever.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's been such a while. Like those small details, you kind of forget them.
Yeah, it was like the main plot of the one movie. It was that red, like she found this anomaly, and it was actually an Infinity Stone, and it went into her, like it merged with her. Yeah, it was I think it was the reality stone, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but I don't know. I let's just maybe just end today off there before we start talking about for another hour about something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely different universes.
Yeah. We'll make another video after Stranger Things. Yeah, because season 5 should be good. Anyway, that's it for now.